So in this video, I'm going to show you how to successfully register for your ISC2 CC certification examination, that's the certified in cybersecurity. Then I'll show you how to access the free training and lots of free questions to prepare you for the exam. And then finally, I would share with you my experience passing the exam. You see why most people fail the exam is because they just went through the registration and maybe the training provided, and that was it. They thought that they would pass the exam. But that was not really what helped me to pass the exam. And for those that have failed the exam or written the exam and failed the exam, they will tell you that what I'm about to say, it's really going to help you to pass it successfully. So don't go anywhere. Let's go through the registration. In case you've not registered, let's get started with the registration and the processes till the end. So the first step is to go to isc2.org. Then at the top left corner, you will see register for exam. So just click on register for exam, then you scroll down. Once you scroll down, you will see register for exam. So you just click on it. So at this point, you can decide to, if you don't already have an account, you can sign up. But if you have an account, you sign in. So we don't have an account, we would click on sign up. It's just loading. So we're going to input our details. Make sure you input your correct details. The exact details you can see in your valid ID card. I mean your international passport or your driver's license or your birth certificate. So make sure you're putting in the correct information, because if it differs from what is here, there might be some issues. So make sure you put your full name. If your full name is Emmanuel, put Emmanuel, not just Emma. So we're going to use Ikechukwu as the first name. Then the last name we are going to use Okafor. So the email, we just type in our email. It is an upside down. Then just select the password. So I'm using a Google password. Please don't use your browser password. Just use a strong password that you can remember. So now we are going to, please click on all images with the heaviest animal. So elephants, they want us to click on elephant. So we just select elephant. I think there's this ice elephant or something. So once you're done, we click on done. So done. So the next thing is to fill in your So you're done with the first thing. So the second step is to fill in our exam account information. So this is just going to, this is the information that they will have when we go to write the exam. So make sure you have the correct information as usual. So they've auto-populated the first name and the last name for us. So what we need to do is to fill in the other details or the other information. The one in asterisks are the required or compulsory information again. So yeah, you can put in your middle name if you want. So if not, you go to the address type. You go to the address. You type Isolo, then your city, Lagos. These are the compulsory fields. Please, under the address one, type your full address and you put your zip code. Then our country code is okay. So we need to change our mailing code. You need to change our mailing country, to Nigeria or whatever country you are. If you're in the UK, you select the UK. If you're in Nigeria, select Nigeria. Then you put in a phone number. So this phone number is for two-factor authentication. So before you log into your account, they will tell you that we'll send a code to your phone. So make sure you use your phone number. So I'm just using a throwaway phone number here, or a random phone number here. So employer, so if you are currently employed, you can put your employer here. But for me, I'm going to put graduate because I'm just assume I'm just a graduate and I don't have a job yet. So I'll just put graduate position. Then I'm going to put my date of birth. So let's assume my date of birth is 2005. Okay, sorry, I didn't select it. I'm going to select the month. I didn't select the month, that's why it's flagging this error. So I'm going to select again. So let's select, let me just select 2001. I'll select 11th. Yeah, so it's selected the date of birth. And next is ethnicity. So I'm black or African, so you look for African. For you, you could be white, or just look at the list, scroll down, you would see the one that fits your own. So I think there's also African. There's just African instead of black, African, or Caribbean. I think there's strictly African, so you can select that one, but it doesn't really matter. Select your gender identity, which is male. Then your primary language, select English. Secondary language, also English language. Then your educational training program, just leave it at ISC2 direct. Then for your highest level of education obtained, for me, I will select postgraduate degree because I will obtain postgraduate degree. For you, you can select university. So let me just leave it at postgraduate degree. Then certification needed for job. Well, you can click here. So it's saying, is your certification really, do you need this certification because of the job you are trying to get or your current job? So some people can choose prefer not to answer, but let's just leave it at yes. So are you applying to become an associate of ISC2? So I'll click no. So at least for now, we are not applying to be an associate. So later on, maybe we can apply. So we check these two, then click on the last one, then submit. Oh, so we are missing our address type. Select home. Then you can submit again. So you can see success, contact details updated successfully. So it's going to transfer us to the exam site where we can schedule our exam. So this is the third stage of this process. So we're going to click on view exams. At this point, we want to schedule our exam. So we need to view the available exams. So we want the certified in cybersecurity. So we select that. So we are doing English language, but if you want other languages for exam, you can select that, then click next. So under this place, you will see consecutive appointments. So for those that want to take another exam aside CC, you can, let's say you want to take CISSP exam, you can click on add another exam and then you can put your CISSP, but we are not doing that. It's not even advisable to take more than one exam in one day. So just stick to CC. Then once you're done, you click on next. So you see this ISC2 policy saying you need to have 2 valid ID, unexpired ID. So you see all these details, all these things, they will also send it to your email, cancellation policy, scheduling, rescheduling policy. So they will send it to your email, so you don't really need to bother reading it. But if you want to read it, fine. But then again, it will still be sent to your email. So you click on agree. Then it's automatically select find a test center. So now I want to find a test center. It's automatically putting the solo where I selected, and you can see the different test centers in Lagos where I am. But for example, you might be in a different country. Okay, so you can see in Lagos I have like almost 4 different locations. So let's assume you are in the UK and you're in Manchester and you want to find an exam center. So you just type on Manchester and then you search. So once you search, click on search. So once you search, you will see different locations. So there's Windrush Millennium Center, there's the SKS Accountancy Training Academy, there's the Pearson's Professional Centers, LEET. So based on where you are, just select if you're in Canada, UK, Kenya, wherever you are, just put your location here. So for me, I'm going to put my location here. Okay, sorry, I'm not supposed to. I'm supposed to specify Lagos states. I think this is so. There's a place called the Solo in Italy. So this is the wrong thing. So I'm going to select Lagos. So it's going to give me everywhere in Lagos. So if you are in maybe Port Harcourt or some states in Lagos, in some states in Nigeria, you put the state. So I've selected Lagos and it's showing me the center. So I want to use Bella's Education because I think it's closer to me. So I'll click on next. So here we can see the details. It's showing us the exam date. So there's January, and I'm not going to write in January. So let's see February, if February is available. Yeah, so all these grayed out ones are already taken, no space there. But these other ones, there's space. So I want to take my exam in March. I don't want something so close. So I would have preferred March 6th because I just like that's my time of availability, but it's not available here. But we can find an availability in a different center. So it's just saying that for this particular center, there's possibility that all these other ones have been occupied. People are booked for that particular date, but in a different center, we might have availability for 6 that we want. So what we do is we'll come to where we can see find another test center and click on it. Okay, so we are selecting this, assuming we want to keep on using 7th. But if you don't want this date, if you want a date that is grayed out, maybe you need to go check for another center and see if that date is available. So I'll click on find another test center. So I'm going to select center base. Let me deselect Bella's and then I'll hit next. So at this point, you just see if our March 6th is available. So good. So our March 6th is available for this center. Okay, so I'm just going to select it. And would you like the time displayed? So yeah, this time is okay for me. I don't need 24 hours time. So I'll leave it at that. Where we see our next available appointment, this is saying that the next available appointment is 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., which for some people could be quite early. So you could decide to book the appointment like that, or you could explore more times. Exploring more times is just saying you could check for another available time, or you could book the appointment. So for us, we want to explore more available times. So you can see the first time is saying 12 a.m. to 5 a.m. Obviously, nobody's going to be awake by that time. And 5:15 a.m. to 9 a.m. seems too early. Then if you check the bottom parts, there's no later time. So the only available periods are between 5:15 a.m. to 1 p.m. So we could choose any of these durations. But let's pick this 9:15 a.m. I think this one is sort of okay. It's middle, it's not really far. So you select the 11 a.m. time and then you can now book this appointment. So at this point, you can see the description. It's showing us our exam certified in cybersecurity. Duration, which is the length of 120 minutes for the exam duration. The language is English. Then the appointment details, your date and the time, your location. Then we can see the price is $199, but then again we want to use the free code, so we don't need to bother about that. We'll just proceed to checkout, where we will now put in our promo code or the voucher that ISC2 has given to us for free. So you just click on add voucher or promo code. So at this point, we are going to put CC, which stands for Certified in Cybersecurity. Then we'll put the 1M, which is the 1 million free stuff that they are giving out. Then 12th of December, which is when it's expiring, 31st of December, and 2024, which is the promo code for this year. The promo code of last year was 2023. The promo code of next year, if there will be any available one next year, will be 2025. So you just need to modify the last number. So you click on apply. So once you click on apply, you see that the subtotal is 199. The estimated tax is 0. The promotional code is -199. So it has removed everything, and now we are paying 0 USD. So we can click on next. So we just scroll down, and everything is okay. So we submit order. So at this point, they've sent us a confirmation email with all these details in our email. So you can see the order number at the top side, seeing your book. So we've concluded the fourth step. So the next step would be to obviously get our training, what we can use for training, the training resources. So the good thing about this is that if you even go at the bottom here, you would see that they're giving us a location on how to locate your exam center. That's if you don't know how to locate it. You'll see step-by-step driving description. So it's really good. This is what I really like about their platform. So this is all of this will be sent to our email. So now we need to get ready for our training. So let's just return to dashboard. Okay, so you can see you have successfully scheduled your exam, which is CC, and this is the date. So now what we want to do is to register for our training, because you need to register for your training. So we'll just open a new tab. So once you open a new tab, you just type the ISC2 Then we go to get certified and select the CC, which is the entry level cybersecurity training we want, or the exam we're about to write. So we'll select it, and you see free exam and training. So you click on free exam and training. So you scroll down. So ordinarily we are supposed to click on create an account, but we already have an account under start your journey. So just click application form. That's the step 2. Click on application form. Then it will give us an application form that we can use to register for the training. So you can see the ISC2 candidate application form. So we have it already has some of our details populated. So personal information, it has our first name. You can put your middle name if you want to. It's not a compulsory field. As you can see, there's no red asterisks on it. Then we have our last name, we have our primary email address. So we're just going to look for the compulsory fields, all the other field. So available certification of interest. We want to be certified in cybersecurity. That's the training we want. So you click on this arrow to move it to this side. So let's say, for example, you mistakenly selected maybe a certified cloud security professional. You can just move it back by clicking on it again and then clicking on the back button. So it takes it back. So how did you hear about the ISC2 candidate program? So a colleague told me about it. Are you a member of an ISC2 chapter? And select no and then click on next. So later on we can become a member, but for now, no. Then it's saying status, work status. Are you currently employed, unemployed, student, or prefer not to answer? You can click prefer not to answer and just go to next straight up. But if you want to put your information, go to employed. Are you currently employed? If you are working somewhere, click and put your employer name. That's where you currently work, and then your job title or your role. Then you put your industry. You can see all these fields are compulsory. The one with the red asterisks, your years of work experience, you fill that out. But for me, I said I'm a graduate also, so I can just go for students. But if you're unemployed, you can fill out all these details. Again, these ones are not compulsory, so you can leave them blank. But for me, I want to choose student. So where we have employer, you can leave it blank because it's not compulsory. You can just write graduate. Under job title, you can write graduate also. Industry, you can write IT or cybersecurity or whatever. or you could again leave it blank. I just like writing stuff, so don't mind. Then years of work experience. Years of work experience, you can select or you leave it blank because you're not working. So education institution, so University of Ibadan, let me put Ibadan. This is where you did your university. Then your highest level of education, mine is postgraduate degree, yours could be undergraduate or university. Then what's your major area of study? What did you study? So let's assume I studied mathematics. Then scroll down and click next. So demographic information, I am interested in taking 5 minutes to answer a couple of questions regarding diversity, equity, and inclusion. Please read our demographic data statement before proceeding. So if you try to click on I accept, it won't click. If you try to click on I do not accept, it won't click until you click that demographic data statement. So there's no need to read this. You can just cancel it. But if you want to read it, fine. So once you are done, you should be able to click on I accept. Then you can put your age range, which is this, your ethnicity, which is already populated, your race, you can select it, black or African or white, whatever your race is. Your gender is also populated. Select your pronoun. So I prefer he and his, so my pronoun is okay. My language is selected. Do you identify as a member of the following groups? So I don't think so, so I'll select none. Then I'll just check all these other boxes. But for this account policy, the second box, you have to click on that account policy link before it allows you to check this. Then you check this other one and then you can submit it. So it's saying success, application successfully submitted. So at this point, you can see exam preparation, free access to, so we are clicking this first link which says free access to the training. So here, prep for certifying in cybersecurity certification at your own pace. So this is self-paced training and exams. You can see all these other details, claim your free, blah blah blah, 180 days, whatever. So once you're done with that, once you're done reading, you can click enroll in training. But we don't really need to read that. It's not really important, honestly. So we have gotten to the shopping cart here. We can, because normally these trainings you pay for it, so it's $0 for us. So we just check out. It's free, so just check out. Then you come here and make sure you've populated correctly all the information. So for your address, put your full home address. Your city, put your city. Then put your state. If you have a company name, you can put your company name where you work. Then your postcode, you just state your postcode. Then if you have your phone number, you want to put your phone number, you can put your phone number, else just keep it since it's not compulsory. So you agree to the terms and conditions, then you click proceed to proceed. So to tell you thank you for your payment, you paid $0. So and then once you're done, these are the details. Again, all these things will be sent to your email, so you don't really need to waste time going through these. So at the top corner, you see logouts, then your name. This is showing you that you are currently logged in. So if you click on logouts to log you out, so what you should click on is my courses. Click on my courses, then it will bring you here. So it should show you the course you already just subscribed for. So again, I said that it's really important to go through the training of this ISC2. Don't ignore it because it's sort of different. There are some little things that you really need to go through. So if you've gotten to this point, please don't forget to leave a like, okay, and don't forget to subscribe. We have lots of cybersecurity videos that are available for you. So I clicked on the course and it's brought me here to the different trainings. So you can see different topics, different subtopics and topics. So it's mostly video resources and reading resources. I don't know if it's PDF, but you will see the things you need to read and some videos that you watch just for the exam. So I clicked on the first one and it's showing me introduction from the CEO. Then you can click on next, just go to the next. So the saying getting started, blah blah blah. So all these things, you make sure you go through them, because you have policies and procedures. So read all these things. You can always go back later on, but this is really important. So you can see the course objectives. There are a lot, but they are quite easy and they are short. I think if someone should dedicate 1 month, you should be able to go through all these resources, aside the normal training you must have been having. So yeah, basically this is all for the training. This is all for the training. So I just want to quickly share my experience with you when I wrote the exam. So when I wrote the exam, it was sort of I think I was the only one that passed on in the out of the people that went that day. And the reason I passed is not because I was the most intelligent. It's not because I already had prior cybersecurity knowledge before I went to write it. So me writing the exam was just, it's free, so why not just add the certification to the list of other certifications? So that's why I went to write the exam. And the reason I passed is that when I was looking at the exams, and I was like, why are these questions like this? So if not because of my prior knowledge, which I will still discuss with you, I don't think I would have passed that exam. So basically, when you get there for your exam, you'll get to do they'll collect your ID, that's your international passports and your other ID. So I think one must surely have your picture. So you can have your international passport and your driver's license, or your international passport and your NIN, or international passport and your voters card. But I think if you have your international passport, that's like the best documents to take, or ID to take. I think you need to bring two. So after collecting that, they checked for my exam ID and stuff. I think I printed one paper or so. They will tell you to print one paper, you see it in your email. So I gave it to them, they imputed my information. They do what they call a palm vein scan. You put your palm, they scan it, and after they scan it, you get to write. They'll tell you, okay, you can go inside to write your exam. Then they'll give you earmuffs. At least in the exam center where I was, there were earmuffs which you used to cover your ear in case there's any noise or distraction. There's camera watching you, there's someone watching you, so you can't do any funny stuff. Then there was pencil and paper, even though there was no calculation, so we didn't end up using it. I didn't end up using it. But I think where you find it useful is because I can't remember. I don't think you can go back in the exam. So my advice is always, if you can't go back, or if you can't, since you can't go back, before you move to the next one, just select any answer. Don't leave anything blank, because if you leave it blank, it's objectives. If you leave it blank, you might not be able to go back to it. But if you can go back to it, I'm not sure if you can go back to it, but if you can go back to it, where you have your pencil, I think there should be, I don't know, just make sure you don't skip. I think it's better just for time. So what you do is, I think you can go back. So since you can go back, have your pencil, let's say number 20, you're not really sure and you chose A, but you're not really sure if it's A, use your pencil and write down number 20. Then 21, you keep going. Let's say 23, you are not sure, you choose B, write 23, write 23 on your sheet, don't write B, write 23 on your sheet. So once you're done and there's seat time, you can now easily go back to, the ones that we are not sure of. You can now go there and waste more time and say, I was not really sure of 20. Let me go there and read the question again and now put in the correct answer. But if you don't jot down the ones you put in the guessed answer for, you might find it difficult locating it. So I think that's the usefulness of the pencil and paper. So after the exam, I got the results straight away. So after like 5 minutes, they printed my exam results. Although you passed, they gave me a paper. Then they tell you after 3 days your certificate will be available in your email. So that was it. So what really helped me, and I would say what will help you, is don't limit yourself to just this ISC2 training. So the thing about their training is that their training is just almost relating to ISC2. So they have I think every certification body has like their ethics or the way they set their exams. So these people have what they call ISC2 ethics, which is the main reason why you need to concentrate on, why you need to take their training. So concentrate on those ethics because you see them in the exam.
But aside that, if you are prepared for if you've written CompTIA Security Plus, or if you've prepared for it before, the knowledge you have there will be sufficient for you to easily pass this exam. Because that one is more, it's tougher than this one in terms of the domain it covers. CompTIA Security Plus covers a lot of topics and it's quite broad. So what I'll do for you is I can put a link where I'll give you a free ebook for the ISC for the CompTIA Security Plus, so that I can read it and while preparing for this. And I'll also I'll put a link to a video resource for the CompTIA Security Plus. So once you go through that video resource and go through the videos for the training, it will help you. It will sort of help you to easily pass this exam. So I would advise you not to rush to write this exam. At least you have a whole year duration. Once you've registered like this and taken the training, then try and take this CompTIA Security Plus training video that I will link in the description, and it's really help you to easily pass this exam. But also you need to take this training. So I think that's all. I don't think I've omitted anything. That's the strategy. For those that have written it and you're watching this, let us know your experience. If you've written it and you failed, there's nothing to be ashamed of. It's a certification exam. So just share your experience. Why do you think you failed it? What were the questions like? But if you're someone that has not written it yet, just leave a like on this video. Comment how you feel. Comment if you're ready or do you think you're ready. And then I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.